Alrighty, let's get the thing out. Okay, what's up, people? It's your boy Dark. We here, we alive. And we are back with some Counterside. So we got the final... What was I doing? Sorry, I just caught something in my fucking, in my eye. Sorry. Okay, where was I? Oh, yeah. We're back with Counterside. We're doing the final chapter of Omen. And, it seems to be a little shorter than the average, just a little bit. But, it looks like we're dealing with, Gremory in this one. I mean, we already got, the little lolly demon here. So this is where you were, my fragment. Just wait a little longer, I'll come for you soon. Isn't that ominous? Who's this client, anyway? No idea, she says she's from the Serrated Council. Probably some kind of cultist, from the way that he talked wasn't normal. My grandma goes to church, you know. Guys like that ruin the reputation of real believers. So why would a creep like that pay us a fortune to do this kind of job? Don't try to understand lunatics. Remember when Magellan Prediction Society paid the big boss money to capture CO alive? Turned out they were trying to tame it. I don't want anything to do with that sort. Handling that thing over nearly got us killed when it went berserk in the city. How do we know this thing we made won't come back to bite us again? What choice do we have? We get paid, we do the job. Speaking of the devil, that's him. Let's skip the background check. Our client doesn't need to show his face. His aura says enough. Oh, that's a new one. The fuck is that? That's a demon? Question mark? Here, the item you asked for. Just like you requested, no electronic device. We drew this map by hand. Devices. Every CCTV location, police patrol routes, even the back alleys used by black market dealers. It's all marked out by sector. Well then, we delivered the goods, we'll be on our way. You planning to stick around ground one for a while, right? Otherwise, there's no reason to have a map like that. I'm warning you, keep a low profile would be the best for you. Our boss really hates cultists. Got burnt bad by one before. Did he just nod? Looks like he got the message. Let's go. Hey, aren't you gonna answer? You came to someone else's territory, you show some manners. Start by taking off that damn mask. Whoa! The heck? It's completely rotten. By the hidden ordinance, grant me leave to consume the sinners of this day. What? Well, shit. Momo? What did you break this time? No, this bottle of wine Gremory brought... This was the bottle of wine Gremory brought back from her trip! Were you rummaging around for snacks again and knocked it over? It's a misunderstanding. I touched nothing. It simply fell on its own. Wine doesn't exactly grow legs and fall by itself. That damp, vigorous smell. Has it gone bad? So the wine I brought back had already spoiled. That's correct. The other bottles on the same shelf are fine except this one. If storage wasn't the issue, then there's only one answer. It means the wine spoiled from the inside. The cork looks fine. How is that even possible? This wine is a special kind. It's made from grapes that can endure being near energy they dislike. You're saying grapes can spoil just from energy? Is that even possible? They are predoliums in the Holy Citra which react when devils are nearby, right? Wouldn't it be a similar principle? Oh, I see. If it's like a pendulum, then that makes sense. No, wait, the Holy Citra has things like that? That's amazing. Ha 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 ha, amazing. I only heard about it, so I'm not sure if such pendulums really exist. Anyway, I'll be away tomorrow, so I'm leaving the bar to you. Tomorrow? Where are you going? I'm heading to a winery across the sea. I need to restock my shelves as much as what was broken. When will you be back this time? I'm not sure myself. Maybe sometime before the world ends? Oh, come on, that's not funny. So I'll be leaving Her Little Majesty in your care for a while, Nicola. Nicole. God damn it, why did I say Nicola? Don't worry, I take good care of her, like always. She'll be safe anyway, so I'm not particularly worried. She gets into trouble the moment I look away, yet you never worry at all. That's because I know Her Little Majesty's fate. So don't worry too much either, Nicole. Whatever happens, she'll be safe. Her fate. And this too. What's this? A grand opening massage shop coupon I got a while back. It'll probably expire while I'm away, so you should use it. A massage? What is that? Oh my, you never had a massage before? They work on your body until your fatigue melts away. There are places that specialize in that. Work on my body? A complete stranger's body, and you have to go there yourself? You're teasing me, right? Sounds strange when you put it that way, but for working adults, there's no better refuge. You just lie there, let your body go, take a nice nap, and before you know it, all your worries are gone. I'll try going at least. Well then. See you later. Gremory has abandoned me and flown off into the sky. Anyone hearing that will get the wrong idea. I want to ride an airplane too! Next time, if Gremory says it's okay to go together. The kind of demon lord needs permission from the 4 champions! If Momo boarded a plane alone, the other passengers would panic. It's for safety. I see. If silly Gremory and nice Nicole are with me, the humans won't be scared of me. And let's stop by a candy shop today. If I go alone, the humans will faint with fear. That's one way to put it. Yes, let's go to the candy shop. Oh, that reminds me. I forgot to ask Gremory about that bad energy that spoiled the wine really was. Obviously, my terrifying aura was too much for the wine to handle. Yeah, okay. I perhaps it had to do with the demon. Even the managed zones aren't safe from the counterside. Still, people choose to stay rather than leave, because what lies beyond is even a greater hell. All the deceased victims show wounds consistent with having been torn apart and eaten. In addition, the suspect's appearance and methods closely resemble the incident that occurred in Charade. What about the suspect who last made contact with the victims? We confirmed that they moved to the meeting location with the victims. After that, they vanished like smoke. We should also consider the possibility of a teleportation type counter. No. Alright, hold on. Excuse me. No. There are no CRF responses detected in the area. He deliberately slipped away through blind spots. How did someone who never bothered hiding his moments before suddenly learn the blind spots? It's likely related to why the suspect met the victims in the first place. Find out where the victims have been recently. I'll track down the suspects in my own way. Are you sure? You must already be busy with the charade case. You can leave something this minor to. A senior's role is to grasp every situation within the city and make the appropriate judgment. If overseeing people exhausts me this much, it'd be better to put an AI in my seat instead. Understood. We'll handle the matters you assign. These bodies in the photo. They're matching the feeding patterns of the one Master Treya was tracking. Treya. That's enough reason to bring that troublemaker to ground one. Ah, hello, the sheep lady. The sheep people. Okay, that's funny. Welcome to Dream's Sheep Massage. Excuse me? Yes, how can I help you? I'd like to use this coupon. Coupon? Oh, perfect timing. It expires today, and you just made it in time. And I'll treat you to the full course that won't let go until your body and mind melt away like candy, just as requested. So, do I lie down like this? Yes, just relax. Before we begin, let's take some time to unwind with an aromatic scent. Once the tension eases a bit, we'll start with your shoulders. Clang? What was that just now? I only touched your shoulder muscles. Why is it so hard? When does the massage actually start? You seem very tense. We should extend the relaxation time a bit more. Huh? I don't think I'm that tense. No way, you're completely tensed up. Just trust me, every single drop of the special herb concentration will make you drift right off. I accidentally spilled the whole thing! What? What do you mean accidentally? Just a moment, ma'am. I'll wipe it up right away. Oh no. I didn't even put my mask on yet. Ha! They're both fast asleep. Gilda, you're still clumsy at your job. I sensed an overwhelming nightmare aura and came to check. But you look like a surprisingly ordinary guest. Gilda's right. A tense body comes from a tense mind. If I harvest your nightmares, both your body and mind should loosen far more than they are now. A vast plain stretching out beneath snow-covered mountain ranges. This is a familiar landscape, buried deep within her psyche. Most likely this child's hometown. Oh, we're gonna have memories of Morgan? I wonder. It's beautiful, but this isn't a good dream after all. The village has been reduced to ruins because of the COs. The scenery itself is blurry, but the smell of things burning and the monster's cries are painfully clear. It seems the owner of this dream was hiding somewhere she couldn't clearly see, so she couldn't clearly see the scene. One place stands out with striking clarity. She keeps staring at the same spot. That's the family she was with until recently. But they don't seem to be alive anymore. What I feel now is grief from loss. The shock of facing a cruel reality and guilt over having survived. But there's an even stronger emotion dwelling beneath it all. This is a desire for revenge? This girl is trembling in fear, yet she doesn't run. Instead, she faces it head on. What the girl is looking at right now is... Ah! Pumpkinhead! That can't be. That's far too dangerous. I dozed off for a second. Lulu? You're back! Yeah, but I can't stay long. I only stopped by to harvest this girl's nightmare. This guest had a nightmare? How was it? Did it go alright? I failed. What? That never happened before. The dream this girl is having isn't just a simple memory of the past. It's a nightmare chain that binds the soul. A demonic contract is involved. A devil? Then should we do some kind of exorcism? I can't sever contracts that are bound to the soul. But because of the nature of that contract, she won't be in immediate danger. Then what are we supposed to do? Nothing. You're leaving already? Lately, there have been more nightmares in the city. It's always like this before a great calamity. I'm going to do what I can. Alright. I'll make sure to properly apologize to the guest. Yeah. Be careful, Glinda. I was not expecting Sheep Girl to make an appearance. Somehow I feel even more stiff after coming back. I'm so sorry, my lack of skill kept me from properly satisfying you. Please accept this at least as an apology. And that's how I ended up with a whole pile of premium chocolates. Perfect. Momo would love these. Homa, look what I brought. Ah! So she comes into play during this. Interesting. Take a look. Hi, are you on the staff? How'd you get in? The kid at your place opened the door for me. Give her a piece of candy and she even pulled out a chair for me. Pretty kind of her. You do know this is a bar, right? I know. That's why I'm here that's why I'm here to order a drink. We don't serve alcohol to minors. Sharp eye, huh? How do you know? Forget the booze, just give me some ginsei juice. Ginsei? Why, is that a problem? No, it's not that we can't make it, but why juice at a place like this in the middle of the day? I got an appointment nearby, and noisy cafes aren't really my thing. This place is quiet, and from the entrance alone, it's exactly my taste. An appointment. Are you friends meeting here? I don't have any friends. Oh, then maybe your family? I don't have those either. A boyfriend? I don't have friends. What makes you think I have that? I'm sorry. Here you go, your ginsei juice. Ah, smells nice. Places that carry this stuff like this are pretty rare. I like it, bartender. Thank you. So girls these days are into ginsei. I should keep that in mind for new recipes. Nicole, I'm hungry. Bring me snacks! No snacking before dinner. Then bring me snacks for dinner! You already had candy earlier, didn't you? I told you not to take food from strangers. Nicole's pretty! Pretty. And who taught you a word like that? Not giving a bonus to someone who worked hard is being petty. I mean, my bad, petty. Nicole is petty. My shit, my bad. That's what manager Kim Hong said. Honestly, I wish she wouldn't talk about work stuff in front of a kid. Anyway, just wait a bit. After dinner, I'll give you this. Oh, chocolate! I want to eat it right now! Come to think of it, isn't it almost time for the town soldiers of Bremen? Okay. The 4 champions are picking that hard. I'll wait. Just this once. The busy demon lord is going back to her room. Yeah, okay. You're good with kids. Used to it? I had to get used to it. We live under the same roof. Family. That's how I see it, but we're not related by blood, but we do share a home. I see. That works out nicely. Huh? Nothing, just talking to myself. She speaks bluntly, but somehow she looks lonely. I've seen that expression somewhere before, but on who? Welcome. This is Gremory's bar. Oh shit, hello. There's multiple versions of them. We have come for the Inquisitorial Order to carry out a sacred mandate. From the Inquisitorial Order. Nicole Prima, first Vanguard Exorcist of the Charades Holy Citra. Surrender the devil you are harboring to us at once. Huh? They're part of what the fuck? Truth always comes to light. One can only hope it's worth enduring. Everything to conceal it. Spear? Rotting flesh underlings. Okay, interesting. You know what? I think I have that one. Where is she? I probably passed her by without realizing it, but I do not remember what her class was, so this is kind of a thing. Let's see. Oh, there you are. Do I have her skills leveled up? No, I do not. Well, I was not expecting her to pop up on this, so... Alright, let's see. I think we'll go with Horizon this time. It's been a while. And then, let's see. Who else? Hyde? Nah, let's go with... Since we're talking about the church. Actually, it might be better if I used a ranged. Yeah, we'll go with the Biblioteca. Why not? The priest who raised me was like family to me. He told me that no matter where I ended up, I had to follow the rules of that place. The rules my exorcist order had upheld were simple. Destroy the devils. The Vanguard Exorcist, Nicole Primer. Hand over the devil to us. What do you mean all of a sudden? I reported that I still hadn't found any devil yet. You have failed for the devils, you have fallen for a devil's deceit. So much that you've forgotten your true nature and now seek to protect it. The Holy Citra, which knows all, has decided it can no longer overlook this. We were sent to carry out the rite in your stead. There's no devil here. If you possess a pendulum, present it. Where it points, the devil will be found. You cannot bring it out, nor is there any need. You already know where the pendulum would point. What am I even doing right now? If I keep resisting like this will spiral into something irreversible. I knew this the moment she would come someday, but why now? You're right. I knew I'd have to face this eventually. Saying I'm not ready yet is just a weak excuse. I won't tolerate disturbances in my establishment. If you're not customers, then leave at once. You dare raise a weapon, that weapon bestowed upon you by the Holy Citra. You would now aim it at the Citra's own apostles? Here, I'm nothing more than a bartender protecting your bar. Nicole? Why do you look so upset? This is really bad timing. So you were there. By the will of God, we shall carry out the execution of the devil. What is this? Don't come any closer! Stop it! I have to stop them. If I don't steel myself now... Customer? Sorry. Did you say no disturbances in the bar? But I couldn't just sit by and watch you rush in to grab a kid. When she opened her fan, they all collapsed. Burning smell. Were they electrocuted? The counter ability? What happened? None of them are moving. Momo, go back to your room. Nicole, are you okay? I'm fine, just hurry! Okay. Calm down, that kid really didn't do anything wrong. Who are you? Do you even know what you just done? You're not being honest. You were about to pull the trigger. I stepped in before you crossed that line. Shouldn't you be thanking me? I did need to stop them, but killing them wasn't right. They were just carrying out my mission in my place. Figures a nun would be this stubborn. Look closely. Do those things that keep moving even after their brains are smashed still do look like humans from the Holy Citra to you? Huh? What is this? We will take the devil. The devil? A candy-loving little kid versus a chunk of meat that keeps moving even after it dies? Which one sounds more like a devil? Even a stray dog could answer that. Hearken and heed, for the time of harvest has come. Find the little queen, and see that the foreign devil deceives the ignorant monarch no longer. Ah, so your lead work for her. Those things. Whenever they show their true colors, they always start babbling nonsense like that. I'll handle this. You hurry and hide in the back. That's a relief. Huh? Now of all times? These people aren't really from the Holy Citra after all. Then I don't need to hesitate anymore. Wait, those things are closer to monsters than people. You're not planning to handle them with that antique gun. It works? They're coming from the back too. You don't have to tell me. Then I'll take that side. Oh, this is interesting. So the ignorant monarchs, I guess that makes sense, given what Morgan did. Not surprised Gremory died. I mean, not Gremory, fucking, my nun, bartender. But that's why I got her eyes in here. And Biblioteca doesn't do too bad either. They keep getting back up. It looks like they're regenerating by tearing into each other. Yeah, it's probably how it works. You got a strong stomach. I threw up the first time I saw that. This is the feudal resistance. The ignorant monarch will ultimately claim the little queen, and she shall place the god fruit within the ark. That's the kind of thing you say right before running away, isn't it? They're gone. Completely vanished. Should we go after them? They probably set traps while retreating. They may sound incoherent, but they're more cunning than they look. Enthusiasm's good, but shouldn't you tend to that wound first? You're right. Momo will panic if she saw this. She's skilled at treatment too. So the bartender act really was just a cover. You've dealt with people like them before, haven't you? Do you know who they really are? Don't dig too deep. Knowing too much gets you hurt. Oh right, I'm Mina. Remember that name at least. Belongs to your lifesaver. Well then, I'll be... Huh? What's with the back hug? Thank you for helping us. I won't forget this kindness. What's with her? She came up behind me and I didn't sense her at all. I mean, gratitude's nice and all, but shouldn't you ask before getting handsy? I'm sorry. I had to repay you somehow later, but maybe your phone number? Oh, you mean payment. If I feel like it, I'll drop by again. Just buy me some Gensei juice then. Juice. If that's all you want, I'll be waiting. Yeah, sounds good. Did you find the followers? Yeah, they showed up at the bar, just like we thought. They were pretending to be Holy Citra lackeys. They're after some horned kid. No idea why, though. You're telling me the reason they infiltrated Ground 1 was over a single kid? No idea yet. They're the type that relies on cunning over brute force. The kid might even be bait to hide their real objective. The first intel saying intruders would appear in Ground 1 came from Charade's Holy Citra. If they're going to end as a minor disturbance, they'd have no reason to tip us off. The Holy Citra's old enemy, huh? Then this has to be tied to that one. The Demon Lord Beelzebub. You just said Demon Lord, didn't you? Huh? Whose voice was that? Are you with someone? I thought I wasn't being followed. Guess that was wishful thinking. Does the bartender around here cast people finding spells or something? I planted a tracker on you. A tracker? The hug. Ah! Wait, so the reason you suddenly hugged me earlier was... Sorry, I figured you wouldn't tell me anything otherwise. So you're definitely no ordinary bartender. So you were digging into me. Since you're digging into me, I'm not gonna let you off easy. And I'm not leaving until I know who those things who are trying to kidnap Momo really are. Don't get ahead of yourself. Without even a watch, what makes you think... Enough. I already made contact ahead of time, just in case things went this way. Contact? What contact? The Holy Citra said it was fine to cooperate with Ground 1's exorcist if necessary. She's not unrelated to this case. Share Class 2 intel with her and have her accompany the investigation for a while. Hold on, you're telling me to drag a civilian along out of nowhere? Even if she's not a counter, she's someone ordained as a vanguard exorcist won't slow you down. Sounds like you know quite a bit about me. The administration knows everything, Nicole Primer. Ha! I'm Relay Manoff, a senior of the administration. Ha! Well, when you said working with a troublemaker, I kind of figured it was going to be that, but who the fuck knows. Okay. Fulfilling one's duty or pursuing revenge. What her predecessor desires was obvious. Even so, the immature successor chose to defy that will. You're an administration senior? Then what about Minhan here? She's Ground 1's official counter. Really? I didn't know that. That's funny. I had no idea someone so young could be an official counter. Residents are obliged to know the identity of their official counter. Even so, it's true Miha has barely shown her face in Ground 1. Negligence, dereliction of duty. It's not like I even asked to inherit the position. The senior dumped it on me on his own. I was busy traveling the world, saving people. Saving people? Mia has a tendency to feel exhilarated when she rescues people and receives their gratitude. She probably got excited and went on about being your lifesaver when she helped you too. Sort of a messiah complex. Hey, Miss Malof, when you put it like that, I sound crazy. It's not that if that's not it, then why abandon your role as official counter and wander all over the place? That's... whatever. Think what you will. As I said earlier, we're tracking the intruders who slipped into Ground 1. The investigation led us to the bar you worked at, and to what they're after. You mean Momo? Yes. I appreciate it if you told us everything you know about that child. Momo loves sweets, and a walking disaster who has unbelievably bad luck, causing trouble wherever she goes. That's all I really know. And when the intruders called her a devil, you clearly reacted, didn't you? If there's something you're hiding, why not come clean before it's too late? When I first met Momo, I thought she was a devil too. She had real horns, not decorations. And the devil-detecting pendulum only reacted inside the bar. But now, I'm not sure anymore. Whether she's truly a devil, and even if she is, whether she's a devil so evil that she deserves to be eliminated. Not knowing whether devils are evil. Hardly something I expected to hear from an exorcist. If Momo really is a devil, what would the administration do? The administration doesn't judge enemies based on whether they're devils, but on what they pose as a threat to whether they pose as a threat to the city. Whether it's an ordinary civilian, a criminal counter, or a devil, if they cause trouble in my jurisdiction, we respond according to the administration's regulations. I don't know how dangerous that kind of devil you're talking about is, but the intruders have already hurt people in Ground 1. On top of that, we've detected signals... God damn it. We're detecting signals that were securing internal city maps. They were securing internal city maps and trying to disable security systems. That's the kind of threat we're trying to stop. If you want to be involved in this matter, you'll follow the administration's instructions from here on out. Any personal actions that interfere with our work will be treated as violations, so be careful. If you need help, I want to help. But there's something even more important to me than that. Don't worry, while you're cooperating, we'll ensure the safety of Momo. She'll be in a far safer place than the exposed bar like that. Oh, so this is my new hideout. Momo, will you be alright on your own for a while? What do you take a demon lord for? It'll be fine. Go on already, Nicole. Sure. What, feeling a little disappointed now that the kid isn't clinging to you and begging not to go? No, that's not it. I thought she'd hate staying in an unfamiliar place, so it's a surprise that she likes it. That's because I prepared a special lure. No kid's going to say at home they want to go home when there's a 5-tier dessert cart piled high with snacks right in front of them. Bleh. Jinsei jelly is gross. What? That's the best one! Anyway. It's not like you vanished without warning. If you stuff her with good food and sleep here a few nights, and come to get her after, why would she refuse? You're right. I guess I was worried over nothing. Let's go, Mina. Miha. Huh? Nicole. Momo? Whatever you're doing, come back safely. I'll be waiting bravely too. It was a strange feeling. I always thought of her as a helpless kid I had to protect. But she can make such a reassuring expression, too. Yes. So wait, without worry, Demon Lord. By the way, that kid. She called herself a Demon Lord, right? I'm one of the Demon Lord's 4 champions. It's like role-playing. Do you know where she came from? Her boss, who's away on a trip right now, brought her. From where? I'm not sure. I never asked that far. The senior told me to cooperate, but I really don't like working with others. So you just go back to the bar. What? Did I say something wrong? Why all of a sudden... This isn't a case where ordinary people can handle. No matter who the senior is. They can't just casually drag an unrelated civilian into something that risks her life. This isn't someone else's problem. Momo was targeted by those intruders! That means I have a responsibility to uncover the truth too. That kid likes you. She follows you. I don't want to be the one to tell her the person she cares about is dead. Why would you say something so ominous? The intruders in Ground 1 are far more dangerous than you could imagine. 2 years ago, everyone who tried to dig into what was behind them died. That included a grade S counter. The greatest counter was taken out? Then the one behind it all. That demon lord you mentioned before? That's right, the demon lord Beelzebub. A monster that could wipe out not just a greatest counter, but an entire world. And his followers, people who worship something like that as a god, set foot in ground one with their own schemes. He mentioned the ignorant monarch. You people are retarded. So step away. Leave it to the administration from here on out. Hide quietly and return to your normal life. If even a greatest counter fell, then you're risking your own life too, aren't you? I'm prepared for that. That's where you and I differ. Can you say you'll be fine with dying, leaving that kid behind? This is an emergency broadcast on the Priority Channel. Approximately 3 minutes ago, the police agency received 8 reports of hostiles. All 8 locations are showing corrupted ray readings. Rapid response units are en route to the initial observation points to minimize the damage to the city. All available administration forces capable of reaching the transmitted coordinates are requested to provide immediate assistance. I repeat, immediate support. Everyone has their own reason to live. Digging into these Demon Lord cultists, finding and smacking the Demon Lord down, is my reason. My reason for living. Is that girl alive? Yes, when we arrived, she was the village's sole survivor. Unbelievable. After that many COs swept through the area, someone made it out alive? As you say, it could only be called a miracle. There must be a reason this child survived. And uncovering that reason will be the mission the Holy Citra bears. Three sentences forever circle in their minds. Kill the pig, cut its throat, spill its blood. Lord of the Flies reference? Holy, okay, oh yeah. Lord of the Flies, I just noticed the title of that. That's fucking hilarious. I was not expecting that. Lord of the Flies reference? Hey, what's up, Joash? No, I'm kidding. Over-exaggerating that. How you doing? Ah, so she appears in this outfit now. I'm tired. I hear that. Let's see. This time we'll go with... the Biblioteca. Just got back from work. I see. Mondays always be a slog, too. Excuse me, goddamn. I'm gonna go with something a little different, and this time we're gonna go with... It's been a while, let's use her. Did the game get updated? It's actually going to be ending service in about 2 months, so technically it had its final update. I'm just going through the last bit, well, kind of the last bits of story. Yeah. It's going to end August 26th, I believe. They made an announcement like a few weeks back. There's talk that they might do some sort of reboot, but it's we'll see what happens. So I'm like, yeah, now I got an excuse to focus on this. So I've just been dealing with Omen, which is an interesting story where it's all 6 of the major cities that are directly monitored by, like, the seniors of the administration. They are all dealing with the apocalypse. Because the ignorant monarch, aka Puppet Demon Lord, is trying to break into fucking reality by any means possible. And it's interesting because it like all of this shit's like happening roughly at the same time, at least in terms of certain things. I don't know how far back in time we are with what's happening right now, but we're tying together a number of plot points and shit, which I do appreciate. Like we had when we finally got introduced to like some of the remaining seniors too. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. We got touch base with South America. They survived, but barely. Then we went to Africa, which survived, but barely. And then America, where it survived through the power of fucking guns and Jack Walker, American hero. My people, right? The power of guns and Jack Walker. It's all you fucking need, baby. It's America. And then we went to Front Bay, which is Australia. We finally touched base on who the fuck this person is. Really established a bit of the lore on how Jack boobs. Nah, more pretty much. Not just boobs, skimsuit. Nothing but fucking swimsuit, baby. And she's kind of interesting. I don't know if you've seen One Piece, but her counter ability basically is Whitebeard. Only not as powerful. But her counter ability is basically Whitebeard. The whole air crake bullshit. She's out at sea, fucking tidal waves. She's on the ground, fucking earthquakes. But she's apparently the daughter of this other person, which was interesting. And like I said, finally established like the tease that we got with the other shark fucking Front Bay event with the whole pirates and shit and how Jack became the administration and that. And Australia fucking fell to the apocalypse because a fucking seraph descended from the fucking hole of the grand dimensional crevice that was expanding. That's the apocalypse shit, by the way. The grand dimensional crevices are fucking expanding and these like branch things come out and just fucking absorb shit. So a fucking seraph descended and Jack the administrator was like, yeah, fuck that shit we're pulling out. We're not equipped to deal with a fucking angel. We're not equipped to deal with a category 6. Fuck that shit, we're out. I'm like, good call. And then we went to Europe, or more specifically, I think, fucking France, given it's weird. And it turns out the reason, at least timing wise, we finally touch base again on Constantine's bullshit, because he disappeared for a while and it was kind of like he went deserted the Holy Citra and shit like that. Yeah, apparently this motherfucker is the reason why the apocalypse is happening, at least timing-wise. He had this whole thing, he fucking teamed up. Constantine's black, yes. A black man caused the apocalypse. They had this whole thing, he teamed up with the children of Yadibla, whatever the fuck you call them. The cult that has the other lolly demon lord. Makes sense now. And, seemingly sacrificed the cute Claudia Nelson and caused the apocalypse. And a bunch of crazy shit happened from there. And Europe has fallen. Also, a smaller version of Swan Claire is running around. Kind of time travel shenanigans, kind of, but not really. So there's like literally a child version of Swan Claire running around. Because this Swan Claire's dead. And she's going around calling herself by her birth name, which is like Irene something. I should really have played this game. Yeah, it's fascinating. But, by manipulating certain factors and shit, Europe was sacrificed, basically, because little Swan Claire wanted to remove certain people from interfering with the Coawful game that is going to happen because fucking Doll Demon Lord is going to be a bitch and arriving sooner or later. So, the scoreboard right now is South America, North America, and Africa survived but barely. Australia's gone. Europe is sacrificed. Now we're dealing with Russia. And we're gonna see how that shit works. Though specifically right now we're in ground 1, but supposedly it's gonna be devolving into Russia maybe. I don't know. And then it's the last chapter of the story. And I get to see what the fuck that is. So I just find it interesting when I read, like, the related stories. I'm like, oh! We're dealing with Gremory shit. Also, Lulu the sheep girl made an appearance. I'm like, oh, Lulu, I wasn't expecting you. Alright, hostiles approaching. 9 o'clock and 1 o'clock. Hold your positions, everyone. Even if there's a lot of them, they're still Category 1. Even so, this is strange. CO swarms are hitting 13 points simultaneously already. Compared to recent talking CO incidents, this is almost cute. We got sufficient forces. As long as we stay sharp, there won't be a single casualty today. I'm thinking it's a massive decoy ploy, honestly. A counter side effect occurred, yet it was limited to just a few residential buildings collapsing. Luckily, the evacuations were fast. All of them were empty houses. Cute. Yeah. I was not expecting this, which is the last character we got. I was not expecting her to be the official counter of Ground 1. I was expecting her to be some country hick who just wandered into the city and got involved in shenanigans. Because of the way she speaks. Her lifetime contract line is hilarious. She words it in a way where you think she's implying she wants to have sex with you. And then it kind of is like, what are you talking? I didn't mean it that way. Shut up, perv. How dare you? I love her design. I want to hear that. Unfortunately, there's no voice line because, well, at least not in the Japanese. Probably in the Korean, the original Korean, but it's funny. I got it on the Discord. I put it in the quotes thing, I think. I'm like, this was fucking hilarious. The intensity was low, but it covered such a wide area that purification will take quite a while. Something's off. There's never been a case where a counter side effect happened simultaneously on the outskirts and in the city center. You mean it's strange that an unprecedented situation like that got smothered over this easy? If this was a diversion, what was it meant to distract us from? Renee's cute too. She's kinda got a little bit of a boss bitch personality, but it's not overwhelming. Also, it's hilarious on this earlier, one of the Omen things too, where, she kind of breaks down a lot of her boss bitchness. I can live with that. And, apologizes for a lot of the shit that she put you through. And, you know, asking, you know, in the face of the literal motherfucking apocalypse, what can you do? What do you have a plan, administrator? What do we need to do? And then he kind of be like, yeah, this is all unprecedented territory. But, there's a moment where you say, I love how it's scripted too. He's just like, and also you, Renee, I need you here with me. And then she's like, wait, it's too sudden. I'm not ready. I'm just like, specifically, I need your expertise. And I was laughing too. I'm like, her fucking mind went into, I need you here to have the sex. And I'm like, Renee, are you telling me something without telling me something? I need your engineering expertise to make Titan fly. And she's like, wait. I laughed at that. I'm like, Rita, you went immediately to the fucking you want the sex shit, don't you? I'm like, that's why I laugh at this too. Like a lot of how she acts when she's really like her bitchiness is more or less when she reacts to you. I'm like, I kind of read this as like Cinderella bullshit. And given her reaction when something that she thinks was like, oh, the Supreme Administrator wants me in a romantic / sexual manner, it just immediately was like that. I'm like, yep, that confirmed it. Cause I'm like when I was looking and seeing how her personality is when she reacts to you, the Supreme Administrator, I'm like, okay, she's either being a tsundere because she likes you and just doesn't want to admit it for now, or she's being a tsundere because for some reason she's fucking jealous of you. I could see either way. Turns out it was the former. And I laughed at that. I'm like, God damn it, Renee. Hold off on withdrawing forces. Resume the search until we can find the hostel. Understood, ma'am. Come to think of it, where did the exorcist who was supposed to accompany us go? I sent her back to the bar. You sent her back. You know me, I don't like traveling with other people. If I'd taken that face value, I'd already gone to retrieve the kid under protection. Huh? You haven't picked her up yet? You let your overconfidence make you ignore a senior's orders. I assigned her to you so you could keep her with you and monitor her. It wasn't to help you. Dumbass. Also, that face she just made, that was the exact same face as when, the fucking, the life contract thing when she's like, it's a misunderstanding, I didn't mean it like that, shut up, I'm not a pervert. And I'm like, she's fucking cute, I like it. Darn it, you should have said that properly from the start. Yeah, okay. Ground 1, manage Zone 1, Grand Dimensional Crevice, Inhibitor Security Gates. Ah, these things are here. I'm curious, because one side of the story is saying that they might be working for Beelzebub, but the other side, like, their goal is to retrieve the fragment for the ignorant monarch. And I'm like, what the fuck is Beelzebub doing if these are his minions? Then again, he's really playing up to the devil's advocate bullshit. The unbelievers are too busy causing minor disturbances. The herald of time has come. We shall release our venom into the sanctum prepared by the ignorant monarch's apostle, and carry out her will without admission. So this is where you were hiding. Aha! Nicole came out. With the skin tights. Fucking holy Citra outfit. Even an outsider like me knows that beyond the security gate lies the most dangerous grand dimensional crevice in the world. You saw the sign saying authorized personnel only, and you still intend to go in? Herald of the Fallen Promised Land. How Helligan of the Fallen Promised Land. Interesting. So we're referencing the past life now. That's why I'm wondering if we're gonna, like, see Morgan or something. How did you find us? According to the administration, you already mapped the entire city's internal layout. If you'd wished, you could hide yourselves in blind spots with ease. So to suddenly draw the administration's attention means you wanted to divert the city's focus elsewhere. Do you intend to interfere with the sacred will once more? Whatever god you worship, if you see humans as nothing more than slabs of meat, then to me you're nothing but heretics I must oppose. Ah! Alright, time to get the fucking crazy going on. Alright, let me slow it down so I can actually... just actually take a look and see what they do. I think she's got a shotgun now, instead of a rifle. Though my Demigorgon here is fucking cool. I like this shit. I like the fact that I like her as a character now, her abilities and shit. Is that a flask? That was a flask. Is that the holy fire? Flamma Aspergillum. A special round created to hunt demons. The more you regenerate, the fiercer those flames will grow with you. As you wish. This flesh shall soon crumble into ash. However, I have time enough to answer one question you carry. Why are you trying to harm Momo? Does your doctrine truly brand that child as an evil that must be erased? Hear and be told. The little queen is neither evil nor good. That being is merely a fragment of the ignorant monarch's emotions. Nothing more than her flaw. A flaw? Just who do you mean by this ignorant monarch? He did say he only had time to answer one question. And he was true to his word. Smoke's coming out of his body. It's spreading too fast. At this rate, wind? The smoke is being pushed back? What's going on? Do you think I carry a fan because I get hot in this weather? Miha? A stench of smoke. The cultists are here. I'm sorry, I found them, but the smoke caught me off guard and I lost them. You're fine. Just be grateful you're alive. And don't forget that that's thanks to me. Yes, thank you for saving me. The corrupted fog is a trick they often use when making a getaway. Typical of those who delight in rot. They don't usually resort to that, though. Guess they are really cornered. But we'll be able to find them again soon. You can track them? How? With a tracker. I planted one. That thing. Fell for I was about to say, did you already forget? Miha Investigation Log 24. Followers of the Flies. Is that what they call themselves? Crave rotten flesh. They rarely speak. And when they mutter, it sounds like wind leaking through the cracks in their skin. Gross. Those who, with proper vocal organs, are called heralds. They convey the will of the swarm and wear a conch shell on their face as a mask. What lies beneath that shell, I never want to know. So that's the significance of that one. Ha! Miha, you're a high schooler and you already have a driver's license? I got it a while ago. I travel around on my own a lot. How'd you find me? The senior pointed out a few suspicious locations. There weren't that many blind spots in Ground 1. Didn't expect them to show up somewhere at random, though. They tried to break through the security and enter the Grand Dimensional Crevice. What were they after? Who knows? While we're dealing with the corrupted disaster earlier, we got quite a few missing person reports. Naturally, I assume it was the intruders doing. But if I'm not mistaken, they're running more than one scheme at once. You said Beelzebub, right? The intruders serve that Demon Lord. Yeah. The Demon Lord is someone you can actually face, Miha? Yeah, that's a good question. Demon Lords are definitely in their own fucking ballpark. Probably not easily. Still, if Beelzebub showed up in front of me, I'd fight. Even if running away were an option. Is that a sense of duty as an official counter? If I had that kind of duty, I'd stay put guarding Ground 1 like the senior wanted. I wasn't originally Ground 1's official counter. The position opened up for a bit and I just ended up taking it. If the official counter position became vacant. What does that mean? Obviously the previous one died. The former one was murdered. Branded with the mark of the Demon Lord Beelzebub. Murdered. What you're doing now, is it revenge for someone? The person was my master. The only one who taught me how to live. My only family. You wouldn't understand. Going this far over someone who's already dead? No, Whoa! The signal's close. Inside that factory complex. Let's go! Please let me go. Why are you doing this to me? Untie me. I never wronged anyone! There is nothing to be afraid of. Just eat this and join the Holy Will. This is an olive? It's rotten. Food is a small act, but before the coming end, it will bring you peace. Get that away from me. How am I supposed to eat this? If you refuse to follow the will, then we shall eat you instead. Your face. You're not human. I'll eat it, okay? My stomach feels strange. Feels like snakes are crawling inside me. Thus, sufficient offerings in the ritual are prepared. Before long, her black breath will tear through their entrails and blanket the small island. Wait, what did you just say? Once the ritual is complete, trample over the bodies of those who interfere and seek out the little queen. Do not let the fragment of emotion reach the ignorant monarch. Okay, so you want to keep it away from her. Okay. What did you feed us? What are you trying to do? Don't come any closer! Your fear is merely a medium that spreads her breath even further. We shall now commence the ritual. You are... to trade a human life for a calamity that kills humans. Interesting. Pumpkin Man's here. To trade a human life for a calamity that kills humans. It seems the god you follow is using a broken scale. The devil of the fallen promised land. You parasite that feeds on souls. You did not interfere out of some noble duty to protect sacrifices, did you? Of course not, Mr. Conch. I wouldn't meddle with a fixed fate over such a flimsy cause. If you're here, does that mean the Russians here, Felix? Because as far as I remember, you're saying you're tethered to her fucking soul. I merely found the fly's scheme to steal Thurgran's weakness and gain the upper hand rather distasteful. Even knowing her will, you still interfere. Does that mean you intend to aid the ignorant monarch? Then you have returned to serving her once more? I belong to no one, now or ever. Still, it would be troublesome if the spectacular finale of the star I've waited for so long were obscured by such monoticious sunlight. But it's already too late. Even if you kill us now, you won't be able to stop the destruction of the 6 great dimensional crevice mirrors. Ah, you mean the pieces of Black Death you secretly planted in the grand dimensional crevices? I wouldn't involve myself that far. If the mirrors arranged by the Thorgren's apostles activate on time, it would benefit Thorgren far too much. Games are more fun when they're played fairly, don't you agree? What you seek is not the Kowalful game. If we dwell on that, this will drag on too long. It's time to end this. Found them. The people are here, huh? Oh. Huh? Pumpkinhead. Are you with those followers too? I was planning to clean up the mess and leave quietly. You arrived earlier than expected. You're the one who took all of them out? I'd gladly accept your praise, but I'm a bit busy right now. Stop. Take that pumpkin mask off. Let me see your face. That will be difficult. This isn't a mask, it's my... A gunshot? Where'd that come from? Ugh! Is he dead? I shot him. Nicole? Why'd you act so suddenly? We didn't even know if he's our enemy yet. Don't think you can deceive me with such shallow tricks. Devil. Devil? Huh. He's alive? He took that much and still looks fine? Impressive! To recognize me from that distance and aim straight for my heart. I could tell even from afar. Even after all this time. That head was burned too cleanly in my memory. I bear no particular ill will towards you. I made a vow as well, to harbor no personal hatred. Instead, I chose to bear the sacred mission of exterminating devils. This is... Flamma Aspergalium. It seems the Monstagar of the Holy Citra taught it to you. But scattering fettered flames that miss the vital points won't be enough to destroy me. Shut up. The corpses! The corpses are moving! Those fly bastards, they're not dead yet? And there's no sign of life at all. And the Pumpkinhead? Get back! Even shooting them in the head, they keep moving? These corpses are being controlled. I understand your resentment, Nicole Primer. But isn't there something more important to you now than settling the past? Morgana Mordred. Don't touch that child. Before that, I'll exterminate you first. I'm not the only one after that child. You know that now, don't you? If you mean Beelzebub. That one is simply afraid. Knowing that something even more dangerous than herself is targeting the child, she merely tried to strike first. Beelzebub is afraid of something? A very long time ago, the devil lord known as Thorgrim lost a fragment that was no different from her own heart. Stolen by a devil. That devil used the fragment to save the one they cherish most from death. And that fragment still dwells within a young girl even now. A fragment of the Demon Lord? Don't try to deceive me, devil. There's no way Momo has something like that. Is it truly just a coincidence that horns grew from the girl's head and that she believes herself to be a Demon Lord? I'm the greatest Demon Lord. Morgana Mordred! You don't have to worry about her. Just as some people attract good luck, some people attract bad luck. If even the deaths disguised as mere bad luck that come for that girl's life day after day are lingering influence of the Demon Lord, who owns that fragment, doesn't that make every doubt you carried until now fall perfectly into place? Before long, your fate will lead you to your greatest enemy. So save that hatred you hold now for your true foe. Stop! Where do you think you're going? Until then, farewell. Did he hide among them? We'll find him. Even if we have to smash everything to pieces! Ha! After the death of an official counter, the senior passed this position on to her successor. She had hoped the successor would carry on the duty left behind by someone dear to her. Instead, the successor chose revenge. Even so, the administration neither condemned nor expelled her. Whatever her reasons, the target she pursues is also the enemy of the administration. And we fighting the Pumpkin Band. Oh, they're in different classes. Okay, we got snipers too. Okay. We'll do with that one, and then... we'll use Dragon Girl. And then... yeah, why not? We'll keep using her. That reminds me. What was the recommended skills? Cooldown, of course it was. Well, I'll give you this. And then maybe we can enhance it quick. Aha! I almost pressed the button at the wrong moment. Okay. You're probably just gonna go right into the battle right away, right? Alright, first we'll deploy Dragon Girl. And then we will deploy... also, she has striped underwear. Which I find hilarious. Then... followed by... I'm gonna go and get water in a minute, though. Oh, look, it healed himself. Interesting. That was the last one, Nicole. There's no point in loading on a pumpkin that's not even moving. The real one probably slipped away while we were fighting. Should we ask the city management monitor team to track it? No. Even if they're not devils, they must already be busy enough with other problems. Even if they are devils, yeah, whatever. Let's get the civilians to a safe place first. Everyone who's been held has been sent back. Exactly the same number as the missing persons. That's a relief. You did great. Want some honey ginseng tea? You're obsessed with ginseng. I picked it up at a convenience store. Honey ginseng tea? If you don't want it, never mind. No, I'll take it. Thank you for thinking of me. I'll enjoy it. Oh, look at that. We actually got an art thing for it. That's funny. I'm sorry. I'm not even a counter, yet I went all around acting on my own. That's water under the bridge now. I've already seen enough to know you're strong enough that I don't need to worry. Then, do you think I could defeat a demon lord? Hell the fuck no! Are you kidding me? Well, I don't know how Beelzebub is, but the majority of them that we've seen, hell the fuck no. You will literally be teared limb from fucking limb on a whim. That's how bad and overpowered they are. At least the majority of them. I don't know. All I know is that even the strongest person I know couldn't stand up to a demon lord. I guess I can't do it on my own after all. If it's the administration, they can protect people from a demon lord, right? Hey, have you ever heard of the Quaffle game? Huh? Oh, I learned about it from a broadcast. That incident where many task force went to the counter side and stopped the COs that threaten reality. I know what really happened in the Quaffle game. In the battle where the Demon Lord and humanity staked their continuous existence, humanity ultimately prevailed under the administration. Humanity defeated a Demon Lord? They did. So this time too, we should be able to protect everyone. It won't be easy though. That's good to hear. What a relief. You're dealing with a far different demon lord, though. This isn't an interrogation, but just a personal question. You got especially rough when you went into Pumpkinhead. Are you good now? Was it that obvious? Yes, extremely. Before you came to our bar, how much did you look into me? Well, that you grew up at the Charade Orphanage, worked for the Holy Citra, got a job at the bar in Ground 1, more or less. I saw the exorcist orientation records on paper, but I didn't pay much attention. I was more surprised by how strong you were. So that's where it started. Until I was 5, I lived with my parents. Before coming to the city orphanage, I lived in a small farm in the country called Nordvinak, not Charade. I have many happy memories from that time I want to cherish. But the more I try to remember them, the more something frightening follows. So at some point I stopped thinking about it. Something frightening? Monsters attacked the village. Not just the village, even the capital we tried to flee to. And not just the capital, but the entire country was swarming with monsters called COs. The Great Purification War, or maybe even earlier than that. A time when humanity couldn't mount any real resistance, and was slaughtered outright. That day, I was playing alone by a stream, hiding nearby. I couldn't bring myself to cross the screams and howls to go back home. Then a group of cats appeared. Maybe it was because I saw smoke rising from home, or because I was afraid of being alone. I followed the cats back to the village without thinking. And when I reached the place where the cats had gathered, my parents were already gone. And there was a devil. The moment our eyes met, I knew. It was the one that killed my parents. That unforgivable sight was the last thing I remember before losing consciousness. After that, what I remember is a priest of the Holy Citra telling me I was the village's sole survivor. So the Holy Citra people came to the village. As I came to understand my situation and slowly slur out my feelings, I made a decision. To destroy the being that took everything from me. Even if it meant offering everything I had. Was that when you decided to become an exorcist? If I had been a little more composed, maybe I wouldn't have let the devil get away. Why do you think that? I'd gone numb. I swore I'd never show any emotions to devils. But for a while now, I started thinking that maybe not all devils are pure evil. Sounds like you met one like that before. Yes. But it was so different from the image of devils I learned about. She looked like a child. Even though I knew I should not judge by appearances, I couldn't bring myself to strike that devil down. And what was that devil like on the inside? A walking disaster that carried misfortune with her, but also a child so kind and lovable I couldn't abandon her. Even though I knew I shouldn't, I treated that devil far too emotionally. That's why I failed. This time as well. Do you think you can't take revenge if you showed your emotions? Evil always tries to exploit human weakness as a weakness. That's why an exorcist's reason for slaying devils must be a calling, not revenge. That's just lying to yourself. What? If it were me, instead of trying to erase my emotions, I'd face what's right in front of me. Fucking shit in my throat. Even if the evil I face peers into my feelings and tries to use them, I choose what my heart tells me. That's just my standard. If you don't like it, just let it go. That hit the spot. At first, the strong aroma caught me off guard, but it's actually quite drinkable. Right? I thought it was no longer sold anywhere, but somehow they still have it here. Should I get one for Momo too? It's sweet, so she'd definitely like it. I wonder if she would. This is an emergency broadcast. So far, acute counter effects have been detected in a total of 15 districts. Recon units have been dispatched for confirmation. Personnel near the transmitted coordinates are to verify the situation on site and respond accordingly. What are those stragglers up to now? They aren't stupid enough to use the same trick twice. He'll be alright. We've been doing pretty well so far, haven't we? You're just asking for trouble now. Let's go. You're literally asking for trouble, man, by doing that shit. We live by seeing only what we want to see. Even if something beyond that threatens our daily lives, we pay it little mind. At least for today, we believe it won't reach us. Yeah, that is a fault of humanity, if you would. Alright, so I am going to walk away to grab water, so I'll be right back. And yeah. apologies for taking longer than I intended. I just decided I was hungry. And so I grabbed some food, too. Alright. Where the fuck were we? Okay. For something that's supposed to be a CO outbreak, it felt way too quiet. The bug-eating looking things are what spawned a CO? Bug-eater looking things. That's correct. On top of that, the corruption rays from these eggs match the signature waveform detected when the intruders went on the rampage. We found multiple clusters like this in each district. It's roughly the same number as the intruders HQ eliminated. What, are you saying those eggs were originally people? No, it's still just a hypothesis for now. What's the danger level? If there's a silver lining, they're not explosive. And they're not CO eggs about to hatch. The risk level's low. Huh. They resemble dormant species found in the Shangri-La ecosystem. The Shangri-La ecosystem? Miss Miha, who is this? She's an external collaborator. We're working together temporarily. External collaborator sounds a bit stiff. How about partner? Partner. Ah, I see. Anyway, you do need to enforce confidential clauses with my partner. Just explain everything. Shangri-La is a chronogenetic counter side located within the Chamber's Grand Dimensional Crevice. Shangri-La is a chronogenetic counter side. Interesting. COs that inhabit it typically cease activity and enter dormancy unless there's a special reason not to. So these eggs are asleep? That is our assessment. On top of that, these egg sacs are extremely durable. We tried to inspect the interior directly, but even our equipment can't penetrate them. Even a dismantling drill that pierces Category 3 armor couldn't get through? Is there a reason they're made that tough? To protect themselves from external threats, at this level, they remain intact even if a nuclear weapon hit them directly. Are you telling me we have egg sacs that can survive a fucking nuke? Jesus Christ. You say cockroaches are tough, fucking egg sacs from counter side, fucking even tougher, man. Protect themselves from what exactly? That would likely be disaster so severe that even they could not withstand it. Erupting right here. Right on fucking cue. Now, is this when the highest disaster alert comes in because everything's going to shit? Alright, I'm gonna just finish up my food. Good shit. Anyway. This is a broadcast to all Ground 1 city management personnel. Get as far away from the Grand Dimensional Crevice as possible. Prepare for the highest level disaster. Senior? A giant entity has been reported at Charade's Grand Dimensional Crevice, sharing characteristics with intruders currently waiting in Ground 1. wanted in Ground 1. Just moments ago, qualifier energy spreading from it has engulfed the entire city. Therefore, Ground 1 is now activating the final protocol for the Grand Dimensional Collapse response. That in the sky, is that a dimensional ship? Mija, just how serious is the situation the senior described? A highest level disaster. Grand Dimensional Crevice Collapse scenario? It's the worst case. It means all of Ground 1 could be annihilated within a matter of hours. Mia, I need to go. Get in. I know where you're heading. Tomorrow, which we always assume would come without question, was never guaranteed in the first place. Behind the bustling cityscape and the warm seasons created by weather controllers lay the true face of a world that has been merciless from the very beginning. The sky, stained in an ominous crimson, shimmered coldly, as if whispering that the end of the world has arrived. This call cannot be connected due to unstable signal conditions. Please try again later. It won't help. Once the density of the corruption rays rises, all convenient communication goes down. Conventional, yep. Do you think they'll be alright? They're with the administration, so they should be safe, right? I've never seen her this shaken. Not even in front of monsters. They'll be fine. So take this first. What's this? An administration-issued Ethereum shield. It blocks corruption. I'm used to it. So used to it that I forgot for a moment that you're not a counter, but just an ordinary person. Huh? The sky just flashed. What happened? The dimensional ship. It's crashing! Leave the car and run to that shelter! What just happened? The ship was fine a moment ago. How could it suddenly... What the... The sky? The sky? Don't look! Duck! Ah! That was close. If you'd looked even for a second longer... Help! Somebody, please! Yeah, they're gonna be rising to the sky. What's happening? Why are people floating into the air? I can still reach them. I'll try to save those people somehow. The voices of those crying out for help fell silent, cut off by something horribly twisted. After the screams stopped, a sudden downpour soaked my shoulders. The metallic stench that burned my nose. The rain was redder than the shadows of the crimson sky and strangely warm. Is this blood? When I looked up just now, something was coming down from the sky. Something came down into the city. Where did it go? That way. I mean... We have to go to where Momo is! Right now! Well, shit. People looked up at the sky, floated for a second, and then they all spontaneously combusted. Or imploded in this case. And just like that, daily life collapses overnight. Something ominous opens its eyes, tearing through the blue sky. Operation of the Grand Dimensional Crevice Inhibitor has been halted. Shutdown presumed due to malfunction. Energy valve control unavailable. Abnormal coaffal coefficient detected in the latest readings from maintenance Typod CS. Decoded Inspector communication log. Is this flesh? Why is there a rotting mass of organic matter like this inside the Grand Dimensional Crevice? I just got word. Similar biomass signal was detected in Charade's Grand Dimensional Crevice. Might be traces left by those intruders. That lump of flesh. Isn't it swelling? Damn it, it's going to burst! Communication terminated. Verifying final signal transmitted from Tripod CS. Massive coawful energy leakage detected. Exceeding purifiable thresholds. All these containment limit exceeds in all these different areas. It has failed. Unclassified high-density energy detected. Identified as divinity coawful energy. Are you telling me a Sarah's popping up now? Everything's blowing up all over the place. It's chaos. Don't stare at it for too long. Even photos can still mess with your head. That's the Demon Lord? I imagine the Demon Lord was something with a more tangible form. The Demon Lord isn't a living being. It's like a phenomenon. To a Demon Lord, a physical body is nothing more than a vessel. It better not be what I think it is. Huh? You anticipated my attack! Impressive. Even ever heard of sensing killing intent? It's basic orthodox sect training. You know, you look exactly like the shadow that was supposedly exterminated before. The name was Minstrel, right? Each time the world turns, a new sister is born. She was merely one of them. No matter how many of our sisters you humans destroy, it is nothing but meaningless resistance. And you're fine pairing words that cold with something as precious as sister? Or are the sisters nothing more than expendable tools to someone like you? Fate is a curse. Our queen freed us from it, so we merely repay her will. So blocking our path was also her command? Which means your queen is in the direction we're heading. You don't need to know. You'll die here anyway. A dimensional ship? Plasma cannon hit confirmed on unidentified hostile. Once the smoke clears and we have a visual, prepare additional fire. It's not even moving, and it's unharmed? Foolish. You rushed towards your ends, unable to grasp the gap by sight alone. All crew, base for impact! That's impossible. A dimensional ship destroyed with a single gesture. So the one that crashed earlier was also its doing? Probably. Miss Miha, are you alright? Target presumed to be Shadow Class entity spotted. Engaging! Someone like you should know how this ends for those ignorant fools. If you use them as bait and flee, you alone might survive. Why would I run from a lackey like you? I'm the one who's gonna take down the Demon Lord. She is incapable of love, and so she has used her sisters as tools. The sisters accepted sacrifice willingly for her sake, loyal to instinct and obsession. Alright, we do nothing but strikers. Let's see. Who's gonna be first? Orca, then Moneybags, then Dragon Boy. And I guess we'll throw her out too, why not? Even though I don't have anything to do the thing for. Go get 'em, girls! Oh, look at that. We actually do have AI support. Okay, so we got random you, we got you people. Oh, look at that. We got old administration tanks and shit. Ah, they're still alive. I'm actually impressed. And she only just showed up and the fight's already over. Wow. Can't move. Is this the end? Are you alright? Miss Miha, you're hurt because of me. Forget it, just be grateful. Damn it. I meant to deflect it, but I didn't expect it to punch straight through to my gut. Your emotions betray you. Throwing your life away for a creature that was going to die anyway. Just run. I won't be able to block the next attack. But a fitting end for such foolishness. Nicole, you're safe! What happened? I definitely had it lined up. You're an interesting one. I've already distorted the surrounding space, yet you tried to hit my true form from that distance. A talking CO? Your true form? What do you mean? Watch out, beneath you! My leg! From underground, an arm? Wait, I'll help you right now. Ah! Miss Miha, I'm sorry. No. Struggling to protect even one life, yet letting your attention wander. How arrogant. Come now. There are still humans here who cling to life. If I stab them one by one, and stab them again, how will you react? No. 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 Don't do it! Nia, no! Coughing and whatever. Miha? Prey ruled by emotions always loses control and misses the trap laid beneath its feet. Now then, what will you do? She's strong, even with all the administration forces attacking together. They couldn't leave a single scratch. There's no way I could defeat a monster like that on my own. Is there? You could have killed me long ago, couldn't you? So why ask me questions instead of striking me with that blade? The Queen only ordered me to bind the feet of those who appear here. Whether an obstacle like you lives or dies is of little importance. Then the conversation is nothing more than your own amusement. Nothing draws prey quite like the cry of a wounded cub. If I spare you, more humans will come to help, now will they not? Kill one, another comes. Kill another, yet another follows. As time passes, more eyes and ears will gather here. That's what I desire. Before long, they will lead my sisters here. Be careful. Unlike me, they treat humans as nothing more than prey. So it was you. One of the sisters of the Demon Lord Thuragram, the one targeting Momo. Momo! You even gave her a name as if she was something you own. Momo isn't anyone's possession. Nobody can take her! That fragment belongs to the Queen. It is merely returning to where she should belong. Where she should be. That's right. If I assemble you into my puppet and make you scream, I can lure even more humans here. You're going to assemble me? It is a very simple task. Try not to die while enduring it. For some reason, I find those eyes of yours quite pleasing. As the red light seeps into my chest, pain surges through me like being engulfed in flames. From my torn throat, a thin, Whistling ruin of air spilled out, and my vision filled with red, as if I sunk into a crimson sea. What was inside me melts away, breaking into pieces like lumps of clay, and invisible threads begin to stitch those scattered fragments together. Those threads bind my pieces to a mass that drift from an unfamiliar world, fusing them into one. Emotions I never felt, memories I've never seen press up against me, and I start to think this strange thing is me. As if I had been born in another world from the very beginning, a part of that world itself. Ah, you're getting the Morgan memories. Hey, can you hear me? Momo? Don't you dare black out on me! I'm gonna pull you up now. Hold on tight! I warn you, okay? If your arm comes off, that's on you! 1, 2... Huh? I'm falling! Oh, wait. Why am I floating in midair? What? In that state, there's no way your consciousness should have returned! Bravo, Delta. Arriving on site. Target confirmed. Avoid frontal engagement. Circle the operation area and buy time until Alpha arrives. That's that are not even worth stepping on. The Demon Lord's minion is distracted. I don't know what just happened, but from this distance, I can hit it. Closing in on the target. Launching distraction flares. You fools! Where did they go? Did they fall straight down? That gaze just now? No way. It worked! With a weapon like that, to pinpoint my weakness exactly! That mark on your chest. Yes, I remember now. In this world, you managed to survive without dying young. One more shot, then you are useless even if I reassemble you. It's gone? I'll end this here. I knocked my blade aside! So we meet again. Apostle. Oh, Lee! The hot one-eye fucking vice president. Let's go. Alpha joining the front. Bravo and Delta withdraw. Are you alright? Yes, thanks to you. You? Who are you? Looks like being exiled to Coawful wiped your memory clean. Then I'll make you remember. In the skies of Ground 1, there exists a fixer capable of resolving most problems. The cost and the price, however, are unavoidable. Well, since she's here, I'll go with Orca. I'll go with Moneybags. I think I'll use Sigma this time. Where is this bitch? Okay, now we'll go with... Considering you're here, might as well. And then... Supporter. We'll go with you for the fuck of it. Alright, go, girls. Aha! I figured she was gonna pop up. Death. Not bad for a mere vermin. But it won't matter. With the Queen's blessing, this flesh will not fall. A reality seeped in Coawful does seem to favor you. The Arsenal wings were hastily made replicas powered by Alturium. Comparable performance, but with a strict time limit. If I can't finish this quickly, I'll be at a severe disadvantage. I'm sorry. You're having trouble fighting properly because you're protecting me, aren't you? No. Defeating that thing is only a secondary concern. The primary objective has already been reached. The primary objective? The administration issued a directive to extract Nicole Primer safely. Administration ordered my rescue? Yes. And the rest will be handled by the reinforcements. The sky, it's completely white. Ah, Horizon's here! Is that an angel? What? As expected, policies made by humans are never worth trusting. They take taxes faithfully under the guise of public security, and yet all they do is blare sirens. You do realize that fully charging a reactor would require an energy on the city-wide scale, correct? As compensation for your cooperation, the administration has decided exceptionally not to levy taxes. We appreciate your assistance. Arguing about money right up to the brink of the world's end. Seems the administration has some humans with humanity left in them. Once this is over, I'll speak to you face to face. Those wings. Are you an apostle sent by Osmoth? Not an apostle. A model taxpayer, you invasive species. Pitiable. It seems you forgot the role of an obedient dog because you developed a half-baked ego. I consider myself unfortunate. But compared to you, who fell from human to a mindless puppet, my situation is far better. Oh? You speak as if you know me! This is our first meeting. Seems the physiography primer I took from a delinquent wasn't completely nonsense after all. Where's Thurgan hiding after causing all this? The Queen has come to reclaim what she has lost. Granting you your end is merely a trivial matter by comparison. I'll take that to mean that defeating you will let me see her face. Do you think you can? 10 seconds will be enough. An angel is fighting against such a powerful apostate without yielding even an inch. Nicole Primer. Yes? It'll be blinding, but please close your eyes for a moment. You said 10 seconds would be enough. Looks like your calculations are off. Who said I'd finish in 10 seconds? What? 10 seconds elapsed. Averse drive charging complete. Alturium limiter released. Strike code. LSY temporarily authorized. Executing wide area annihilation program. Reactive sword. Maximum output. You deceived me well. But this alone is not enough. True, this wouldn't be sufficient to expel you from reality, having reached beyond a Category 5. But for a while, you won't be using that damn spiritual displacement ability. See on now! Wolf! Wolf's Blade. Limiter. Unlocked to maximum output. Ah! Just now, she really jumped out of thin air, didn't she? If I cut through space, Mina crosses through the opening and strikes the enemy. Wow! putting off an unpracticed combo in the first try. We got great synergy, don't you think? That may be true, but my stomach feels awful. The ramen I ate earlier. Maybe you'll get used to it after a few more times. I have no intention of doing that again. Unless it's an absolute emergency. It's already too late. Now that we have arrived, your world will soon be swallowed by eternal winter. What? The Grand Dimensional Crevice is splitting again. Is there still something left to come out? If what Irene said is correct, then it's about time for that to appear. Irene? Why do you know that name? You're wondering why we call Thargrim's Apostle... Why we call Thargrim's Apostle as if she was on our side, right? Our boss is the kind of person who'd welcome even a sworn enemy as an employee. My deepest apologies, my queen. Please, fulfill the wish of you both. It's been a while since these two popped up. Confirmed. The Apostle entity has been neutralized. With the Apostle's destruction, the Quaff energy from the Grand Dimensional Crevice is rapidly spreading. At this rate, Ground 1 would be corrupted within a minute. Noelle, can you stop it? Don't worry, Mina. I've never done anything like this before, but somehow, I feel like I can pull it off. Hey, if you're going to reassure us, could you maybe not use words like somehow? And Super Noelle. To definitely stop whatever terrifying thing is coming out of the Grand Dimensional Crevice. Moving out! Super Noelle is what we're calling yourself now, huh? After the resistance, at least one foothold remained for humanity to stand on. The dam is already broken. The water will continue to rise. The bleeding is severe. If we don't take action quickly, it'll be dangerous. Miha, can you hear me? A little while ago, I saw a ton of winged humans flying around in the sky. Hold on just a little longer. We'll get you to a hospital soon. Idiot. You think I'd die from something like this? I've seen plenty of counters say things like that while being stubborn. They died. Squinty, do me one favor. A favor? In my place, take her with you. There's still someone there. Someone who needs saving. Where is that? Things aren't looking good here either. If my memory's right, it should be this way. Okay. Momo? The smell of blood is overwhelming. It looks like all the guards were taken out. And that means... No, it can't be. Calm down. The child isn't here yet, is she? We haven't checked the bedroom. Nicole, come take a look. Momo? She's breathing. Looks like she's been asleep here the whole time. Something's wrong. Well, sleeping through all the chaos isn't exactly normal, but at least she's safe. Her horns are gone. Horns? Momo, wake up. Look at me, Momo. Don't tell me she's not asleep. Well, looks like they got what they wanted. She still hasn't woken up. Yeah, she was unconscious when we found her. Given that she has horns no ordinary human should have, I wonder if she might have been a Bagan you mentioned. But in the end, the only one called Gremory who brought the girl here would know the truth. I heard the ceiling at the site was completely gone. Yeah. The bunker ceiling, about 2.5 meters thick, were clearly carved out. As if it had been swept away by a giant guillotine. A guillotine. Understood. I'll report this to the senior once the meeting concludes. Different artwork with this shit too. Thank you all for attending, despite how busy things are. Let's begin with a brief overview of the situation in each city. Lotus has lost its function as a city. We're only slowing the spread of the roots now. Retaking areas already contaminated by the quaffle energy is theoretically impossible. Even so, Lotus was luckier than most cities. We had some means to respond to the disaster. Front Bay's completely lost its function as the Grand Dimensional Crevice Inhibitor. We judge further resistance meaningless and completed the civilian evacuation. Drifters aboard dimensional ships currently on standby are being transferred to Ground 1 under the administration's humanitarian directive. Sorry to dumble the work on you, Maloof. It's fine. We have enough space for evacuees. With the city badly damaged, we need a lot of capable hands. So tell them not to expect a vacation. Ha! I'll make sure to pass that along. Next, the situation in Carparamento. Senior? It's alright this time. Understood. The roots have descended from the sky, left wounds Carparamento can never wash away. Many are still focused on stopping the COs pouring out of the Grand Dimensional Crevice, but they know it too. In a situation like this, where the roots coiled around the city like a serpent trying to swallow it, unless a miracle happens, efforts to protect the city are meaningless. You're not wrong. If we abandon defense and evacuate everyone to the outskirts, then we could buy some time more safely. Instead of issuing evacuation order, I went and asked the people defending the city. Not a single one of them plans to run. Because the administration staying by their side means that there's even the slightest chance. I wanted to pass that on to those fighting the catastrophe. The administration itself is like a miracle. Tell them this later. If they're fine with a miracle that's thoroughly calculated and manufactured, then tell them we'll show them as many as they like. Okay. Sorry to dampen the mood, but Charade's in a similar state to Carparamento. Most of the city has lost functionality. I heard Ground 1 managed to seal the Grand Dimensional Crevice again and block the root's advance. And without the help of the track switcher, but by individual power alone. Not individual. Seraph's power. Capable of interfering with coawful energy was allocated. And since that burden was born directly, it'll be difficult to exert the same power again for some time. Is that Serapha girl okay? She says she'll recover soon, but she won't be able to take up the front line in upcoming operations. Thanks to that, Ground 1 itself is relatively intact since the roots never reached it. But they were direct casualties from the Demon Lord Theragron's descent. It only lasted about 5 minutes, yet the damage statistics are astronomical. This is the second time, but on a different level from the last descent that originated in the Shadow Palaces. That massive coawful energy spilling out from the Grand Dimensional Crevice collapse aided Theragron's descent. And in Charade and Ground 1, evidence has emerged that Beelzebub was involved behind the Grand Dimensional Crevice collapse. Theragron and Beelzebub. Are the two Demon Lords cooperating? It could also be a coincidence. Their schemes aligning by chance. We don't know the full picture yet. What's certain is that both are unequivocally enemies of humanity. If my calculations are correct, Beelzebub won't interfere for a while. At least until we reach a conclusion with Theragon. So that conclusion would be... the Quaffle game? Exactly. However, the one who initiates the Quaffle game is, without exception, a Demon Lord. If Theragon hides and lets our world fall apart on its own, the game won't even begin. So this time, we'll be the ones to go to her. To Theragon's world, where she's hiding her throne. Well, shit. Only by understanding one's own helplessness can one learn how to fight desperately. I miss you, Nicole. Leaving me all alone? When are you coming back? Momo? I'm sorry. I should have stayed by your side the whole time. I'm sorry I couldn't protect you. Are you really alright to be discharged already? I told you, it's nothing serious. I'll recover soon enough. Yeah, getting fucking impaled through the gut. Yeah, okay, not serious at all. 3 days of fasting and no Gensei juice hurts, but it can't be helped. You're bleeding from the mouth. This is just filtering out the bad blood. It's actually a good thing. Anyway, that's not why I asked to meet today. Alright. Then, did you manage to restore the security camera footage from the facility where Momo was? The corruption level was too severe for a full restoration. But we did manage to salvage a few frames with minimal damage. At the very least, we know what passed through there. Something passed through. This. The identity of the entity confirmed in the room where Momo was. Aha! It was the demon doll, Lolly Lord. Who is that? Theragon. The demon lord who turned Ground 1. And the cities the administration protected into ruins overnight. A demon lord. Demon Lord Theragon appeared before Momo and reached out to her. And as Momo's horns vanished, she fell into a deep sleep. This is purely my speculation, but the reason Momo hasn't woken up is probably because the Demon Lord took something from her. What could the Demon Lord possibly want from that child? From a child with no power at all. What could she possibly want? Do you remember what the intruder said? They kept rambling about things like the inner monarch and the little queen, none of it making sense to us. But looking back, there was one thing their words had in common with that pumpkin head. Something in common. Hearken and heed, for the time of harvest has come. Find the little queen and see that the foreign devil deceives the ignorant monarch no longer. The ignorant monarch will ultimately claim the little queen, and she'll place the god fruit within the ark. A very long time ago, the Demon Lord Norse Thorngren lost a fragment that was no different from her own heart, stolen by a devil. The devil used the fragments to save the child they once cherished from death, and that fragment still dwells within the girl even now. Young girl, the little queen is neither good nor evil. That being is merely a fragment of the ignorant monarch's emotion, nothing more than her flaw. The Demon Lord's flaw? That's right, a flaw. I don't know exactly what it is. But if Momo is that flaw, everything adds up. Theragon came to retrieve it, as not to leave her flaw at the enemy's side. What kept Momo awake was the Demon Lord Theragon's flaw. What on earth was Gremory hiding from me? You've been trying to track her down too, but it's a dead end. There's no trace of her. She vanished into thin air. Miha. Huh? The photo you showed me. The information about the Demon Lord. All of this would be classified from the administration's perspective, right? May I ask why you showed it to me? We both experienced it. how absurdly powerful beings beyond this world are? And when you realize such beings are targeting a person that you cherish the most, how helpless you can become. Even knowing I couldn't do anything about the storm that swept through my life, with nothing more than my fan. I know you can't just forget a storm that's already passed and go on living another life. That devil said it before. To save my hatred for the true enemy I would face in the future. They say devils can see a person's fate. Beating Thorogrin was my fate from the very beginning. Even if that's true, she never said you'd win, did she? I don't need to know the ending. If it's a fate I'm bound to clash with, I'll do everything I can. I know you know that just as well as I do, don't you? And it's decided. Follow me. Huh? Where are we going? The senior wants to see you. Said you can join the operation as long as it's your own decision. An operation? We're going to crash our shit into their shit. We're gonna fuck everything up. There's only one path forward. The heretics who follow Beelzebub's prophecy orchestrated the collapse of the Grand Dimensional Crevice in Ground 1. But the deeper we investigate, the more evidence suggests they were not just targeting Ground 1, but all 6 Grand Dimensional Crevices. And considering what followed, it all lines up that they meant a sabotage meant to aid Thorogran. Right. Unless Thorogran had already planted the golden tree's roots in advance. None of that could have happened the instant the Grand Dimensional Crevices collapsed. But the Beelzebub we've investigated so far doesn't act to help others. Especially not another Demon Lord. Then what exactly was the Black Death trying to gain by targeting the Grand Dimensional Crevices? We're missing a crucial piece of the puzzle. What do you think? Irene Ader. Ah, so you're here. As you say, Beelzebub and Thorogran are not allies. The two Demon Lords have no common ground to understand each other. An apostle? Why is that thing still alive? Ah, now it's here. Apostle Swan knew she would be purged by Thorogran, so she prepared a way to fulfill her role as a messenger even without a heart. Well, calling her alive is a contradiction the moment one becomes a Demon Lord's apostle. Time's short, so let's get to the point. The Golden Tree now encroaches on reality. Took root earlier than Thorogran intended. What do you mean? Are you saying this disaster wasn't part of Thorogran's plan? Then why plant something like that in the first place? Originally, it was meant to be used during the Quaffle game, to disperse your forces as you advanced into the Quaffle dimension. After the Quaffle game began? I see. If this had happened when our main forces, Fenrir included, were already moving on the Demon Lord, we wouldn't have had the capacity to contain it like we do now. Exactly. It was the perfect script. Impossible to respond to even if you knew in advance. But someone's interference pushed the timing forward, Beelzebub. So that means they actually disrupted Thorogran's plan. Then why did Thorogran and her apostates descend into reality? Because what she needed was here, in reality. If things had gone as planned, she could have taken it easily while you were absent. But once the plan fell apart, she had to draw your attention, even at the cost of sacrificing her sisters. Thorogran was obstructed by another Demon Lord and intervened in reality to obtain something. She could have eliminated the obstacles herself and taken it, but feared that violating the world's rules would weaken her authority, so she used her sisters as bait. To Demon Lord Thorogran, sisters are nothing more than expendable substitutes for her authority. Ha! The more we learn, the more curious her true intentions become. With Beelzebub's interference throwing plans off, Thorogran would choose another approach. Right now, the most advantageous option for her is to do nothing while the roots wither and drain the real world dry. And then, just before Seraph destroys reality, she strikes at the moment we're weakest. Is that it? It may be an unavoidable second-best option for Thurgram, but it's a fatal condition for us. You lump us together rather casually, coming from a terrorist, no less. Good and evil only matter as long as society remains to define them. The only standard that matters now is whether someone is necessary to protect the world. Isn't that right, Administrator? The authority of Demon Lord Nethelmon that Nullubi possess extends a kind of repulsive force, pushing back the qualful energy pouring into the normal side. At the very least, his existence is not harmful to us right now. Not even a necessary evil. Just treated like a magnet that pushes things away. So accurate I can't even argue. Commander, we found the Bronze Tree. As expected, there are traces of research from the Northern Union. Good. Keep reporting wherever there's progress. The Bronze Tree? What exactly is he searching for now? By tracing the roots that descend to reality, he's backtracking to their point of origin. If Thurgram won't make the first move, then you have to find her yourselves. And all that remains is to gather the people we need before the decisive battle. Of course, this time no one will be joining with a light-hearted business mindset about making money. Indeed. The entire world has already faced the terror called Thurgram twice now. But there's no need to worry. The countless seeds of casualty that Thurgram scattered will soon bloom in the coldest season yet to come. Excuse me. I'm Nicole Primer, Vanguard Exorcist of the Holy Citrus Exorcism Order. I wish to take part in the administration's operation to subjugate Thurgram. Before Thurgram's descent, Ground 1. 10103D Safe House. I'm worried about what's happening outside. To think we're the only ones left here in a crisis like this. You're worried over nothing. There's no way the administration would collapse overnight. Besides, your mission comes first. Protecting the subject here is the best thing we can do. I can't deny that. With Coffin Company's track record in the Koalfel game, they said we'd be fine as long as we don't look up at the sky. Yeah, stop speaking pointless anxiety and just stop spreading, huh? What is it? Didn't you just feel something? Feel what? Like a corruption ray or something? This is weird. Even with my eyes closed, it feels like I keep seeing something. Calm down. What kind of nonsense are you... Its eyes. They're staring right at me. They're calling me. You don't hear it? Hey. What are you going on about? Huh? The human body is swelling up like a balloon? Commander? Everyone weapons up. The commander's been taken out! Damn it. The ceiling's cracking! All personnel prepare for battle! And they all just exploded without even a chance to fight. Huh. I spent far too many sisters just to get here. I would like to make you suffer as much as I have lost. There's no time. Stop hiding and come out on your own. I do not particularly want to hurt you. What did you do to the humans who are here? I killed them. They would have resisted until their dying breath anyway. Why? Why would you do that? You're a villain after all. Why do you think so? You killed people. If you kill someone in a dream,
Will you carry that guilt with you in reality as well? A dream? No. There's no way this is a dream. It's all real! The worlds created by the Tree of Seraph are nothing but illusions, dreams. As long as a long dream that will someday wither away, made only to sprout the seeds she desires. And I awaken from that dream through death, my sisters included. That's a lie! You're such a liar that you even fooled yourself! You will understand soon enough where the dream ends and where reality begins. Go away! Go away! I don't really mind either way, but she asked me to. If it is our fate that all of us must die, please, at least let the child live unharmed. If a price is required, we offer everything. Very well. In exchange for your souls in her name, I shall seal this contract. Now recite the name of the child you wish to save 3 times. Mordred. 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 Oh God, please. Take our 2 sinful souls, and grant salvation to that child alone. Interesting. Fate has gathered in one place. Before long, night will fall upon the paradise. I did not take you for the type to come out and greet someone. So you brought back that troublesome lump. Why go through all the trouble retrieving something like that before the final battle? Is it meant to be another ornament in your promised land? It is a precious gift she gave me. Without it, I cannot become complete. Still playing house all by yourself. How fitting for the ignorant monarch. You do realize that path will only invite the slump's long-standing nemesis, don't you? If you have decided to end everything, you must tie it off properly. Just as you wish to settle things with that Valkyrie. Since you've dragged me into this, you better make it entertaining enough to meet my expectations. It will be fun. I've always been good at playing with dolls. Nicole. Shh. It's time to wake up from the dream, my little fragment. Come back to me. To where our promised land lies. To Annapolis.
Annapolis? What the fuck? Alright, and that was Omen Chapter 5. Well, shit. Now all that's left... towards the desired end arranged by the will of the world. How many acts is this? 4 acts? 82 fuck goddamn. Okay. Promised Land grants the wishes of all its residents. Alright, just to remind myself, how long were some of these other chapters and shit? I think this is the longest one, honestly. Yeah, that one was a short one. Okay, Exile was comparable. Okay. So, we have completed Omen. And next, we shall start Chapter 15. And we'll see how the end of the story as we officially know it is. I do look forward to seeing how that will come about. I really do. But anyway, that was Omen. Each world facing their own apocalypse. Kind of. And fucking Russia itself. Not succumbing to the bullshit. 97% of the world is complete. Of the story, I mean. Swift Timming Trinity, what? Whatever. Either way, this was fun. Alright, episode 15. That's going to be the next time we stream this. Now, that said, I'm expecting my schedule for work to change around. I'm thinking maybe not next week, but I'm thinking soon. They're going to have me working Mondays again, given a certain thing I know is going to happen after the 11th. That said, I don't know if they're going to have me on it or not, but we will see. I'm expecting yes, but either way, we'll see what happens. That said, thanks people for coming by, at least saying hello. I do appreciate it. Excuse me. You guys have a good morning, evening, afternoon, whatever goddamn time you guys are in. And we'll see you all again next time. Whenever the hell I stream. So bye-bye. Have a wonderful time. We'll see you